Hi, this is Maria from Crochet A to Z and welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button and that like button because it helps get the algorithms out there so all crocheters can find this channel, even those that have never crocheted before. So today I want to show you this really beautiful stitch. I actually love this stitch. It's textured. It's a very thick stitch. It does take up a lot of yarn. Want to let you know ahead of time because we have front post double crochets, but it's beautiful. You can make baby blankets out of this, regular blankets out of this, size blankets. You can make lapkins out of this, whatever kind or size afghan you want to make, you can. And you can do a lot more than that. So let's get started and let me show you just how easy this is to make. This is a Lion brand yarn, and I'm going to be using another Lion brand yarn. I'm going to be using what's called Lion brand, and it's called Lemonade. It's pretty yellow yarn. I wanted to use something that you could really see the stitch work in this. It's just beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our slip knot, and I'm using an eye hook, 5.5 millimeter hook, and I'm going to do my slip knot. I go slow. You can follow along. You can write it down, whatever you're comfortable with. But everybody can learn this stitch, whether you've never picked up a crochet hook before or you've been crocheting forever and wanted to learn this. I'm taking the guesswork out of this. I'm going to make this so it's easy to follow for every level of crochet, even those that have never crocheted before. That's my goal in every tutorial that I do. So I'm going to push this out a little bit. After we did our slip knot, we're going to chain a multiple of 3. So it would be 3 plus 3 plus 3 till you get to your desired width, and then you add 4. So I'm going to do 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Once you do your multiples of 3, you're going to add 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. For those of you that have never crocheted before, this is your working chain. These are your chains. They look like little V's. And at the very end is your slip knot, which is not considered a chain. So now after we do that, in the second chain from the hook, 1, 2, we're going to make a double crochet. And again, I'm going to take the guesswork out of doing the waffle stitch. Once we do our first double crochet, we're going to double crochet in every chain across. So you're going to yarn over, go into that chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're going to do this right across. And I do have tutorials on how to do double crochets and back post double crochets, and I'm also putting out a series of showing the stitches that we're going to be learning going forward, and also how eventually how to read a pattern and how to know the abbreviations in crochet. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to go in every chain across, and we're going to do a double crochet. You can do this along with me. You can write it down, whatever you're comfortable with. I go slow because I want everyone to learn these stitches. I want everybody to learn these patterns. So we're just going to do a double crochet right across. And again, this is the waffle stitch. I believe I did a tutorial on a variation of this stitch, but I really do love this stitch. And I am currently making a baby blanket for my doctor's wife. They're both expecting a child, and it's very exciting. And I wanted to give them something. This is their first child. It's always nice when you can make something for someone. It's nice. I love giving away stuff that I've made. There's nothing better than receiving a handmade gift. And you could make a baby blanket in a weekend with this pattern. So just to let you know that you can make a baby blanket in a weekend. So once we do that, and here's our double crochets. They're very pretty, aren't they? So what we did is we did this bottom row. Now for row 2, you're going to chain 1, chain 2. They count as nothing. This is going to be a 2-row repeat once you get this going. And I'll show you how that happens. So now you're going to make a double crochet in this first stitch where you made your chain 2. And again, the chain 2 counts as nothing. So we're going to just make a double crochet in that first stitch. In the next stitch, we're going to make a front post double crochet. So what you're going to do is you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go into the front of this, and you're going to loop this hook right behind that. Then you're going to yarn over right here and pull that through. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's your front post double crochet. In the next 2 stitches right here, you're going to make a double crochet in this stitch and a double crochet in this next stitch. Then you're going to make another front post double crochet in this next stitch. This is how your waffles start to take effect. This is how your waffle starts to show in this pattern. So now in this next 2 stitches, after you did your front post double crochet, you're going to make a double crochet, and in the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet. Then right here you're going to make a front post double crochet. Then in the next 2 stitches, in each one you're going to make 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Now in the next stitch we're going to make a front post double crochet. So we're going to repeat this right across. Next 2 stitches, a double crochet here, and a double crochet here. The next stitch, a front post double crochet. The next 2 stitches, a double crochet in each stitch. 1 double crochet in each stitch. In the next stitch, see you have your 2 double crochets right here, a front post double crochet. Now these 2 stitches, a double crochet here and a double crochet here. When I first saw this stitch, I said, I will never learn this stitch. I have, and you can too. Front post double crochet in this next stitch. Now we made our 2 double crochets and our front post double crochet. We're going to make 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches. In the next stitch, we're going to make a front post double crochet. In the next 2, a double crochet in each one of the next 2 stitches. Now you're going to have, when you get to the point where you have 2 stitches left, 1 and 2, and that looks almost like a double stitch, but that's where you have your chain 2, which counts as nothing, and your double crochet. Right in this stitch, because you made 2 double crochets, you're going to make a front post double crochet, and this is always when you get to the last 2 stitches, and in this last stitch you're going to make a double crochet in this last stitch right here. And it almost looks like you have 2 stitches there because of the chain 2, but that's okay. And here is, now this is going to be, like I said, a 2-row repeat. You're going to chain 1 and chain 2 and turn your work. Now wait till you see what you see on the other side, because this is your waffle right here. You're going to turn this around. The other side looks different, and it is. You're going to do a double crochet in that first stitch. Chain 2 counts as nothing. A double crochet in this next stitch. And in the next 2 stitches, you're going to do 2 front post double crochets. I want you to count this as your 2-row repeat, because what's going to happen is you're going to do this stitch right down here and this stitch over and over again. So in the next stitch, you're just going to do 1 double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, because these are your front posts, you're going to do 2 front post double crochets. This is the opposite side. In this stitch, you're going to do just 1 double crochet. And you'll always know the side that you're on, because on this side you can see you have 2 front post double crochets. On the other side you're going to have 2 double crochets and a front post double crochet on each side of those. So now we're going to continue, and we're going to do the same thing over till we get to the almost the end. And we're going to do 2 front post double crochets. And I want to take the guesswork out of this stitch. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet, 2 front post double crochets, and we're going to do this over and over again, the 2 different rows, until you finish your project. And we're going to repeat this. 2 front post double crochets, a double crochet, two front post double crochets, a double crochet in the next stitch. I go slow, you can write it down. You can follow along with me and crochet, whatever is easiest. 2 front posts. Once you see what you're doing and you understand the process of the 2 rows, you're going to be fine. You will automatically know just by looking at the side like this. I'm going to show you. This is your waffle stitch. When you turn it around, you're going to know which side you're on automatically. See the 2 front post double crochets and then the 1 in the middle. When you turn it around, you have a front post, 2 double crochets, and a front post. That makes your nice waffle. So you will know where you are once you get used to this pattern. So a double crochet. Now we're going to do 2 front post double crochets. Now we're almost at the end because we did 2 front post double crochets. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets at the end. 1 here and 1 at the end. It almost looks like there's 2 there, but there's not. There's just your chain 2 and your double crochet right next to it. So you're going to go and you're going to put a double crochet in this very last spot. And it actually gives that ending a very nice, almost like a thick, kind of a nice end to it. And I also want to mention that I also find that by doing it this way, I have put a border on these in the past. I've made them and then made a different color. So you can either leave it alone or you can change it up. Now, again, what's going to happen is we're going to chain 1 and chain 2, and you're going to turn your work. We're going to always go in this first stitch. Chain 2 counts as nothing. Now we're going to start over again. In this next stitch, you're going to start your front post double crochet because we're going to make our waffle. In the next 2 stitches, a double crochet and a double crochet. In the next stitch, a front post double crochet. Next 2, a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, 1 double crochet in each. Right here, a front post. And this is where we're making the waffle. See how it's starting to emerge now? And this little crevice here, or ridge, separates the waffle. It separates the one waffle from the other waffles stitch. And you get a nice texture. So now we did a front post. We're going to do 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches, 1 in each stitch. A double crochet and a double crochet. In the next, we're going to do a front post double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, a double crochet in each one of those stitches, 1 and 2. In the next stitch, a double crochet. In the next 2, a double crochet in each one of those 2 stitches. And you're always going to be able to tell which is your double crochet and which is your front post. Your front post takes, it's pulled out, it's pulled forward. It takes center stage. It kind of just pulls out and sticks out. So now you did a front post, you're going to do 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. I want to take the guesswork out of making this pattern, the waffle pattern. It's not as hard as it looks. And we're going to go right across, and we're just going to repeat this until we get to the end. And we want to meet me at the last 2 stitches. And again, front post, now a double crochet and another double crochet in the next stitch. Now we're going to do, we've got 2 stitches left. Even though that looks like there's a double, it's not, because it's your double crochet and your chain 2. In this next stitch, you're going to do your front post because you've got 2 stitches left. And then in that very last double crochet, you're going to put just a double crochet. And you're going to go right in there. And I crochet kind of tight. So, and you're going to make a double crochet. Now you're going to chain 1, chain 2, and turn your work. In that first stitch, you're going to make a double crochet. Chain 2 counts as nothing. In the next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet in that double crochet from below. And it's a nice even edge. In this next 2 stitches, you're going to make 2 front post double crochets. These are your 2-row repeat. In the next stitch, you can make 1 double crochet, 2 double front post double crochets in the next 2 stitches, and this will be your repeat over and over again. So now we're on this side where we're making these. your 2 front posts and your double crochet in the middle. So we're going to repeat that over and over again until we get to the end, and this is your 2-row repeat. This is the waffle stitch, and we're taking the guesswork out of making this. This is all levels of crochet because these tutorials are meant for everyone. I go slow, you can follow along, you can write it down, but the whole idea of this is to make it so that everyone can do this at all levels of crochet. These tutorials are meant for everyone. Just a double crochet because we just made 2 front post double crochets. Now 2 front post double crochets. Another front post right here. 2 together because we're on this side. Now 1 double crochet. And again, we will repeat this process until you are finished making whatever it is. Double crochet here, 2 front post double crochets, 1 in each of the next 2 stitches. And again, a double crochet here, and 2 front double crochets in the next 2 stitches, 1 in each stitch. And then we're at the end. We're going to make a double crochet here, and with that chain 2 and double crochet, I know it looks kind of funky, but that's okay because if you see it, it looks good. We're going to make a double crochet at the very end. And if you wanted to put the double crochet in between the chain 2 and the double crochet, you could also do that. It's not going to make a bit of difference. And here's your waffle stitch, and here's the other side. Now I'm going to just show you. This is your waffle stitch. This is what the other side looks like. I'm going to do it in the white. I'm just going to show you a little bit here. Chain 1, chain 2, and you turn your work. In that first stitch, you always put your double crochet. Now you're on the waffle side. Right here, see the waffles? So now in this next stitch, you're going to put a front post double crochet in this next stitch. And then the one after that, you're going to put a double crochet, then another double crochet in this stitch right here. And then in this next stitch, you're going to put a front post double crochet. And see how you formulated it? You've actually taken the bottom, the stitch from below, and then the stitch that you make, and it makes your waffle. And that's what it looks like. And then put it in the other color. There's your waffle right there. And that's what you would do right across. So it is a 2-row repeat, and this is your waffle stitch. And again, once you finish that stitch on that side and you finished your 2 double crochets, or should I say 2 front post double crochets, and then your double crochet, you're going to chain 1, chain 2, and turn your work. You're going to go into this first stitch and you're going to make a double crochet. And again, you're now on your waffle side where you see your waffle pattern. You're going to go and you're going to make, in this stitch, you're going to make a front post double crochet. Next 2 stitches, a double crochet and a double crochet. In the next stitch, a front post double crochet, a 2-row repeat, that's what this is, then 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then a front post, and then 2 double crochets, 1 side by side, 1 and 2. This is your 2-row repeat, front post double crochet. This is your waffle side, and then 2 double crochets, 1 in each of the 2 stitches. Then again, your front post double crochet, one double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, front post double crochet, the double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, front post. This, believe it or not, moves quite quickly once you know where you are. Once you know the 2-row repeat, you will be fine. You won't even have to count. You won't have to keep count. You'll just look at where you are and you'll know what you have to do next on each row. It doesn't matter on each side. Now you know you made a front post double crochet here. You know you've got 2 double crochets coming up. And like I said before, now you're at the end. This is on the waffle side, so you're going to make a front post double crochet here. And at the very end, you're going to make a double crochet. That chain 2 counts as nothing. And that's your waffle side. Now what's going to happen, you're going to chain 2 and turn your work, and this is where you have, when you start, you're going to do a double crochet in this first stitch always, then a double crochet here, and then you've got 2 front post double crochets. Excuse me, coming up, sorry about that. So you've got 2 front posts here, a double crochet here, 2 front post double crochets, and onward. And this is what you'll do for row 1 and row 2 of the 2-row repeat. This is the one side, and that's the waffle side. And here it is here. I'm going to show it to you in both colors. It's so pretty. I just love this stitch. So this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of the waffle stitch. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great evening. And hope you have a great rest of the week. Happy Wednesday. Love you all. Goodbye.